Hi everybody and welcome back to the latest part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. So yeah, last time out we were continuing through the final dungeon of the game, and yeah, that's what we're doing in this part. We're going to be this is the second to last part with the final dungeon in it, so and we're starting, and so yeah, the other last part, pretty much we started off Rion's and Mr. Goro's section of the final dungeon, and so that's pretty much what I'm doing now. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, kill him. Finish them off. So yeah, I think we've got this section to go through, and then we've also got the final section, which will be Kou and Asuka. So yeah, one last, just a couple of sections to go through, and then the final dungeon is complete. Oh my god, I'm slowed down. Why did I not thank you. There you go, back to normal. It's kind of interesting how Mr. Goro is the only one who has kind of a soul device, which it actually changes. That, you know, it goes from like an axe to a like a rifle. It's kind of weird in that regard that he's the only one that you see kind of have that kind of different thing about his soul device in comparison to everyone else. But there we go. We're done with Mr. Goro's and Rion's section. Almost. We've still got the the mini boss for the end of their section. So let's get on with it. Again, this one is this section, like the Mr. Goro and Rion's Goro and Rion's section is, I think, up to this point anyway, the most complex that you have to go through. Oh my god, I'm so close to death. Look at all this garbage. What the shit? So much shit. Kill him. There you go. Fucking hell. Fuck you. What am I thinking of? Alright, yeah. Antidote. Yeah. You don't get a lot of Cure Potion 3s. You kind of have to make do with Cure Potion 2s. They're the ones that you can readily get a good supply of. They're the ones that you can buy. 3s you can only find in certain sections of the dungeon. So yeah, don't use the 3s too much. Although, you know, with the amount of money I've got, you know, I can just kind of stock up on the second level of potions, and, you know, be able to use you know, as many as I fucking feel like. So it's no big deal. But on a second playthrough, it's no big deal. But you have to be more cautious when you're going through your first run. So there we go. Second to last section of the dungeon done. S rank, baby. I'm good. I'm good at this shit. Allegedly. But yeah, so now it's time for the final section. And this one is by far the most complicated. This one is a bit more of a open area with a bunch of different places and different like levels that you can go through, and, you know, to try and find your way through to the final section of the dungeon. So yeah, time for Kou and Asuka. I actually kind of made a little bit of an error here. I kept Kou with the steel attribute. It would have been better to give him the fire attribute, because that was the second most prevalent with the special power, special attribute which Asuka has, being the most prominent. So yeah, it's kind of annoying in that regard, but whatever. Oh! Hi, buddy. Thank you for changing. He is of the special attributes, so, you know, kick his ass. Yeah. Oh, and a burnt. Yeah. Fucking hell. Burn is such a pain in the arse. I've said this before, I think, but it is by far the worst status effect because of how much continuous damage it does. There we go. So we can't go that way yet. Yeah, this is also a... Oh, yeah. Now I remember why I hated this section. Because it's so easy for you to fall off. I mean, to be fair, there's no chance of you kind of dying. If you fall down, you just fall down to a lower part of the level, of the, you know, the area, and so you just have to try and work your way back up. But it's just, you know, it's a pain in the arse to have to try and work your way back up again. So, you know, it's just something I would prefer not to have to bother with, if at all possible. Fuck you. So now we hit this. And that opens up the way to the next section. So yeah, like I said, if you know where you're going with this, in Kou's area, Kou's and Asuka's area. Sorry, if you know where you're going, then you can just head to the right place fairly quickly. I think I'm going the wrong way to be... Ah, shit. But as soon as you fall down, it becomes a real pain. It's also more of a pain in the ass if you want to get all of the items and to get all of the chests in the area, because there's quite a few chests. But for me, I just, you know, I've got all my shit that I need. I don't need to, you know, go out of my way to find more stuff. I've got more than enough cash to buy whatever I am going to need. It's just a bit of a pain. Okay, so that's... Yeah, that's just nothing. That's just the way forward. Oh, yeah, I fucked up there. Yeah, this... Yeah, this is by far, in my opinion, the worst section of the final dungeon. It fucking sucks. Because as soon as you drop down, it then becomes a real... Oh, shit. And you get poisoned if you fall in the water. Fucking hell. It's such a pain in the arse area. You know, it's just... Yeah, I'm just like, fuck you. I'm not interested. I think this is the place which... I think this sends you back. Yes, we're up in the higher area again now, I think. So yeah, now we... Ah, here we go. We're back where we used to be. Right, that's not open. So now I need to head over. Yeah, and if you haven't got an enemy there, that is, in all honesty, that's a pretty difficult jump. You can easily fall off. I don't know what I'm even doing. Yeah, thank you. Why are you even fighting him? Just fucking move. Yeah. So, yeah, we fell down here. Okay, so yeah, if you want... I'm just going after this now, this chest here, because, you know, I bothered to go out of the way to unlock it, so I might as well open it up. And, yeah, Ryuki... that is one of the more powerful and rare fire crystals, I believe. So it is fairly useful. There you go. Time to die. Alright, let's move on to the next section. There we go. Bit of a detour. Hence why, yeah. It's one of the reasons actually why I don't like using Asuka's kind of special ability there, is because she just drives forward and she can fall off the edge of the in this area fairly easily. So you have to be fucking careful. But yeah, open this up. And I believe, what does this do? Okay. That opens up that area. So yeah, that's the way forward. And spawns a bunch of enemies on the lower floor for you to deal with. I'm trying to remember. I don't bother wandering around here, do I? Please tell me I just drop. Tom, drop. There you go, buddy. Yeah, fucking leave him. No one gives a shit. Right. Let's go up here. And boom, there you go. So yeah, once you know what you're doing, like which like switches you need to hit in order to unlock the right doors to move forward, it's fairly straightforward. But my god, there's a lot of shit and a lot of enemies that you have to deal with. The stuff around there, like with the pools of water and stuff, which causes poison damage. All of it is just a giant pain in the fucking ass to deal with. It's probably the worst section of... Yeah, I think it is. I think it is probably the worst section of any dungeon in the entire game. It fucking sucks. I fucking hate it. Dodge. There you go. Now keep... Smack him in the face. Dodge. There we go. Nearly done. Sorry about that. We're nearly done. Go on, Kou. Help me out here, buddy. And dead. So there we go. That's essentially the first... Two-thirds? Yeah, the first two-thirds of the final dungeon are now done. Because basically you have to go in a way through, go through with all these 4 different pairs. And then once you've done that, you then move on to the final part of the dungeon, which is a lot shorter. Yeah, Kou's getting his memories back fully now. He knows what's... He's gonna work out what's going on in a minute. Yeah, to be honest with these cutscenes here, these images... Sorry, fucking hell. With these images here, it's pretty obvious what Kou is basically like remembering here. It's pretty obvious at this point what the hell the reveal is going to be. But I'm not going to spoil that yet. We're going to find out about this in the next part. We'll finally get the reveal what the fuck's going on. Yeah, so I think it's at this point here that Kou is finally fully realizes, yeah, this is what's happening. And now I have to... Yeah, this is where he finally realizes it. He's got tears in his eyes. He finally realizes what the fuck's going on here. And that he has to kind of... Sorry, fucking hell. That he has to kind of accept it and kind of deal with the ramifications of remembering all this shit. Yeah, that's because I didn't go out of my way to look for all the treasure chests and stuff. Sorry, and to fight as many enemies as possible in that final section. Dear God. So here we go, the final section. Basically, this section is a hell of a lot shorter than what we've just gone through. It's essentially a pretty straightforward and linear path, the final corridor, where you basically have to go through and open chests and hit switches in order to open the way forward and defeat a few mini bosses as well on your way through. So yeah, this final section before the final boss is really not, it's not that long. Yeah, so Kou at this point is like, he remembers everything, and he knows who's responsible for all this shit going down, and he now has to, and so he kind of realizes that, there's no point in turning his head away from it anymore. He's gotta, he's just gotta face it head on and then deal with the ramifications afterwards. Rem showed up again. What the fuck do you want? Oh yeah, this is the first time Mr. Goro and Rion have actually met Rem at this point. So yeah, this she's pretty much saying here that she's been watching everything, which basically means that she's been basically watching events unfold since the disaster, which was what, 10 years ago. so yeah, but she makes a good point here as well. Getting to the conclusion of what you need, coming to the conclusion, of what you need to do and actually overcoming the challenge in front of you is two completely different things. And Kou's going to have to see whether he's got the kind of power necessary to be able to overcome everything. Time for us to go. Yeah, of course, as well, because it was Rem early on in the game, the first dungeon. It was Rem that actually unlocked, or helped to, or spoke to him when his powers unlocked. So yeah, but she says, yeah, it wasn't me who gave you those powers. It wasn't me who gave you those powers. It was, they were inside Kou all along. She just kind of, basically pushed him along the right path, basically. Yes, because that's that kind of character in JRPGs always has to speak in riddles, otherwise the plot gets revealed way too fucking soon. I'd like to see that one day. Instead of someone speaking in riddles, she just kind of comes out and says, "Oh yeah, this is what you're gonna have to do. So go sort that shit out, buddy." That would be interesting, to say the least. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part. Join me next time for the next part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. The next one's a beefer of a part, because we've got the final section of the final dungeon, and then we're going to be taking on the final boss. So yeah, see you next time.